We're all really excited about this bathroom, and I know why, because I was excited about this bathroom. I will say it was one of the most challenging projects I've worked on for a number of reasons. But if we're going to talk about this bathroom, I want to go through the whole process so that you understand how custom this process really is. There's a lot of ways you could have made this bathroom look good. And the way one person interprets it versus another is not right versus wrong. It's just what's right for the client. The first thing to know about this project is that it was an entire home project. It's a historic home. It was built in 1519, and the homeowners really wanted to combine this idea of old and new. She loved contemporary furniture. Think of like a CB2 vibe. The walls, the architecture, kind of the foundation is very traditional, and then we add a lot of contemporary elements. They also like the idea of a dark green color scheme. So this was the initial brief. I knew very little. They were kind of like, here's the house, what direction would you go in? So this is kind of a color palette we started. Some of these colors were already in the house, some were not. And then this color is what I believe to be a good color match to the tile at the time. I did not have a physical piece. This was based off internet searches. Okay, then we kind of talk about the furniture styles we're gonna incorporate. Like I mentioned, she really liked contemporary furniture. We gave it a little Art Deco vibe for some flair. They like artsy stuff. And then we're gonna bring in some traditional pieces with a slight modern twist to kind of incorporate back to the history of the home. Now here is sort of my first go at the bathroom. I did not have sample tile yet, and this becomes really important later. So I started kind of with this fun mix of old and new. I picked a rather traditional wallpaper, but one that would lend itself well to contemporary elements. So I chose a contemporary mirror and a contemporary light. Originally, I went with gold for both because, as you saw in the previous example, that was the metal color tones we wanted to use throughout the home. And then I chose a rather traditional shower curtain just to kind of keep things very simple. One of the things they originally told me is that they would have never chosen this color for their home. They didn't hate it. They weren't going to spend the money to remove it, but they weren't necessarily in love with this color, and they did not want the entire house to have to move around this